An old menace, often referred to as the head clicker. It once received the nerf hammer but has now been reborn into the meta as of last major update, where they fixed the way the recoil reset the aim on the weapon. This sounds negligible, but to be honest, before the fix, I hated this weapon. Now, however, it has become a quick favorite of mine for medium to close quarters combat. Good evening, or good day, it all depends, and welcome back to the Impossible Ironman channel. Featuring some new shooting range data, I'm here to give you a comprehensive breakdown on how the Nagant Officer Carbine works and what makes it such a good choice right now.
Got him.
For those who already know, video chapters are in the description. However, for those who may be unfamiliar, what is the Officer Carbine? The Officer Carbine is a compact ammo rifle with a damage of 104, effective range of 126 meters, muzzle velocity of 360 meters per second, and a cycle time of 0.5 seconds. The poison ammo is the same as the standard ammo. However, high velocity rounds increase the recoil a bit, but increase the muzzle velocity to 520 meters per second, which is far more significant than you might think. Admittedly, this doesn't sound great on paper, so why use it? Well, the carbine can maintain extreme precision while still having an incredibly high fire rate while aiming down sights, which is what makes it so deadly at medium to close range. The best comparison I can come up with is it's probably about as close as you can get to levering fire rate while still having the accuracy of aiming down sights. The hip fire while crouching is also pretty reliable, which makes it good in a pinch. I conducted a series of damage fall-off tests to show you where damage fall-off starts between the ammo types, as well as how much damage you're doing between standard and high velocity in increments of 25 meters. One of the interesting observations I made was that the standard round damage fall-off starts after 19 meters, whereas the high velocity damage fall-off starts after 20. While these couple of damage points are negligible in 1 meter, they seem to join back up once you hit 25 meters, doing the same amount of damage no matter how far out I went. I don't know why this works this way, and odds are it probably won't impact your gameplay much, but it was an interesting observation to make nonetheless. I added a little bonus clip here of a ridiculous distance, but surprisingly, so long as you land a body shot anyway, even this far away, in theory you could still make somebody heal off a 25 bar. That being said, regardless of ammo type, once you hit 25 meters, the damage is the same, meaning at 25 meters it would take 2 body shots, at 50 meters it would take 3, at 75 it would take 4, and so on, which means that basically, after 50 meters, you're better off either going for the single headshot and moving, or trying to close the gap. The hip fire on the carbine is surprisingly accurate, so don't hesitate to use it if you're in a tight spot.
Oh, will you die?
Oh no!
Dude. Dude.
You got in my way. I didn't think you were
Bruh.
I also conducted some hipfire tests to show what you might be able to expect, both standing and crouching, at some distances, even pushing a little outside of where you might normally hipfire. Knowing how to lead a weapon can be difficult even for veteran players, so I set up a series of tests at 25-meter increments while sprinting to show you just how far you need to put your sights in front of somebody in order to hit them. Special thanks to Thistlewain on this one.
Ow.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ow.
That's still pretty much on you.
As some of these distances get farther away, I apologize for some of the distortion or if they're a little bit difficult to see. I was pushing the limits of my editing software here, trying to get some of these clips. The furthest point in our lead test was 125 meters, since the effective range of the carbine is 126 meters.
Hi-ho, Silver.
One of the things I immediately noticed during this test was that with high velocity ammo, I didn't have to start leading my target until almost 100 meters. Whereas at 50 meters of standard ammo, I was already having to lead my target significantly. The Officer Carbine is an incredibly flexible weapon that caters to all sorts of secondary weapon preferences. The first one that comes to mind, of course, is the Nagant silencer, allowing for ammo stacking on all of the officer's ammo types. With fanning, this makes for a deadly combination in both PvP and PvE scenarios. An uppercut, or a Sparks pistol, can compensate for the early damage falloff on the carbine, as well as add some much-needed wall pen capability that compact ammo lacks. Another option that adds a surprising amount of utility is the hand crossbow, especially with options like dragon bolts or poison bolts. It can help pressure enemies that seek cover after getting hit by a couple body tags from the carbine. Should you decide to take quartermaster, hand cannon style shotguns, especially ones compatible with flechette rounds like the Caldwell or Terminus should you have levering, are fantastic. There's an evil trick that you can do with this, where if you have poison ammo on the carbine, you tag someone with the flechette rounds, causing bleed, which most people will immediately try and heal with a med kit. Once this starts, if you can hit them with the poison rounds, it will then stop the animation, forcing them to take more bleed damage and stop the bleed manually, which can buy you much needed time to finish them off, assuming the follow-up poison shot just doesn't kill them outright, of course. You can also do something similar, should you prefer an option with a little more range, on something like the Springfield Compact with dum-dum rounds. Another rather unique option, so long as you're comfortable with the carbine in close quarters combat, is actually the Vandal Deadeye, as it is also compatible with high velocity rounds, which leads to a whole bunch of reserve ammunition on it. This also makes clicking heads out at around 100 meters plus much easier. There are many more great options, of course, but these are some of the ones I've tested personally to great effect. So how does the Nagant Officer Carbine perform under pressure? Keep in mind in this gameplay clip I'm still getting used to how the weapon handles, but it still felt smooth to me regardless, so I hope this clip can help you decide whether or not the weapon is for you. Before that, though, if you found this video informative so far, I would appreciate it if you subscribed while you're here. Back to the video. Just gonna back the fuck up from that.
Got him. There we go. Baited him with the old jump peek. Ooh. Good old Crowning King. I'm glad I backed up from that. Shit. Okay, this should allow me to get my packed stuff on the way there, too. I have to say, this buffed carbine with high velocity is... Ooh, shit. Is that at me? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, this carbine's been great. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of shit happening. It's way out there. Sheeple up here. I'm not even sure that that's bounty team. Shit. I better be careful doing this. Of course, all the packed stuff is on the visible side. Shit. Okay, nothing on instinct. They're probably about to pick up. It's like hounds right up here, birds right next to me. Oh shit. Out. Nope, he's not alone. Whee! Time to reposition. Fighting out front. Oh shit. Okay, it's not bounty, this is someone else. There's the silencer again. This armored's gonna screw me over. Okay. Oh, I just heard that trap go off. There's the revive attempt. I think this person's teammate might still be alive. Shit. I need to move, yep. Nope, run. you don't. So did that other person actually die to the bees, or it sounded to me like they got shot by someone else, but I don't see anybody on scan. That worries me a little bit.
Especially with the event going, the bees are always a gamble too. Like that, because if they have shadow, you're just totally screwed. Now that we have the shooting range, if there's any other kind of information you'd like me to include in these weapon analysis videos, please let me know in the comments so I can bring it in the future, as I have a drilling analysis and upper mat analysis right around the corner, and maybe I can slot something in last minute. As for other stuff going on, I have a clip of what I can only call the perfect example of chaos, and honestly why a lot of us come to play Hunt, so I hope you guys will enjoy that, as well as some other things planned for the future, especially now that we're coming to the end of the Tide of Shadows event. But until next time, good hunting in the bayou, everyone, and I will see you all on the next one.
He's pushing. Got it.